It was just before sunrise when I first noticed something strange. The mist was rolling low over the lake, the water calm like glass. I'd walked down to the dock with a mug of coffee in hand, planning to sit for a while and watch the sun come up. But halfway down the trail I saw it, a chain-link gate. Not mine. Someone had bolted a metal fence directly across the path that led to my lake. At the gate hung a fresh sign in bold red letters. HOA access only. Trespassers will be fined. My jaw clenched. The HOA's nerve had always been bad. But this was a new low. They had literally blocked me from my own lake. I didn't need to guess who was behind it. Karen. By mid-morning, I marched over to her manicured yard, where she was watering her roses like nothing had happened. "Karen!" I barked. She turned, visor glinting, smug smile already forming. "Morning, neighbor. Beautiful day, isn't it? You put up a gate on my lake access." She tilted her head like I was a child who didn't understand. "Correction. The HOA placed a gate for the community's benefit. You see, you were monopolizing the lake. Now everyone has equal access." My fists tightened around my coffee thermos. "That's my land. My lake." "Not anymore," she said sweetly. "The board voted. We consider it communal property. If you'd like to use it, you can purchase an HOA pass for $600 a year." I stared at her. "You're charging me to access my own water?" She nodded, perfectly calm. "That's how rules work." I didn't yell. I didn't argue. I just turned, walked back down to the water, and sat on the dock, staring out across the still surface. Because here's the thing Karen didn't know. The lake wasn't just a pretty pond for fishing and swimming. It was man-made. Decades ago, my grandfather had built the dam at the far end of the valley, turning the trickle of a river into the wide shimmering lake we had now. And that dam? It was still mine. So I paid Karen's little gate no mind. I let her bask in her fake victory for 2 weeks. During that time, HOA families started showing up every day, hauling coolers, blasting music, letting kids scream on jet skis. Trash piled up on the shoreline. Beer cans floated in the reeds. Karen strutted like a queen, pointing at the water and boasting, "See, this is our lake now." Until the morning I made my move. It was a hot Saturday. The HOA was hosting some ridiculous lake festival. They'd even put up a stage on the shore, blasting music so loud it rattled windows. I drove my truck down to the dam with a wrench in my pocket and Max trotting beside me. The sheriff, a longtime friend, was already there leaning against his cruiser. He gave me a nod. "You sure you want to do this?" he asked. "Absolutely," I said. "They wanted the lake. They're about to get it." With one long turn of the valve, I opened the dam's gates. First, nobody noticed, but slowly the water began to sink. Jet skis stalled. Boats scraped bottom. By late afternoon, the lake was nothing more than a muddy basin with fish flopping in the muck. The HOA crowd screamed in horror. Kids cried as their inflatables sagged into the mud. Karen ran around waving her clipboard, shrieking, "This is illegal! He's destroying our lake." I walked down the dry shoreline, sheriff at my side. "Correction," I said loud enough for everyone to hear. "It's my dam, my water. You trespassed, you trashed it, and now you've got nothing." Karen's face turned beet red. "We'll sue. We'll fine you. We'll—" The sheriff cut her off, holding up a hand. "You've got no standing, ma'am. He owns the dam, he owns the water rights, and you trespassed on private property. You're lucky you're not in cuffs right now." Karen sputtered, speechless. I tipped my hat. "Next time you block me from my own land, remember this. You only had that lake because I let you, and I can take it back anytime I want." The crowd shuffled away in mud-soaked shoes, their festival ruined, their pride shattered. Karen didn't say another word. And as I closed the dam again over the next few weeks, the lake slowly refilled. This time, sparkling clean, quiet, and mine alone.